Our universe wasn't always here. Billions of years ago, there was nothing. No light, no sound, no matter. Just an endless void, untouched by time or space. And then... boom! Just imagine, a huge explosion so big that everything that exists comes out of it. And then...
Honey?
Yes?
If you want him to love space as much as you do, maybe give the Big Bang a little more context and a little less, boom.
I'm abridging the story. You know how short a kid's attention span is?
You can find a balance. Come on, try again.
Many, many years ago, the universe as we know, it didn't exist. It's hard to picture, right? No matter, no space, no time. So, how can there be a before? Before the beginning of time? The answer? I don't know. Now, you might wonder, Daddy, how can all of this come out of nothing? Well, imagine nothing as a tiny, super dense point. So small, yet containing everything. A singularity. Hello. This ancient singularity, fluctuating and unstable, finally burst into a massive expansion of energy. The Big Bang. This wasn't just some cool action movie explosion. Everything we know had its start there. In the first microseconds, the four fundamental forces of the universe emerged from being initially combined into one.
Maybe you could simplify that part a little bit?
Fine, I'll make them into characters.
I'm gravity. Think of me as the force of attraction between objects with mass. Hi, I'm electromagnetism. My force can attract or repel things depending on their charge.
Yo, I'm the strong nuclear force. I'm like the glue that holds the nucleus of an atom together. And yeah, I'm the strongest of all the forces. Take that, suckers!
Greetings. I'm the weak nuclear force. I help break atoms apart so they can change into different elements. It might sound simple, but without forces like mine, the sun wouldn't have the power to shine.
Okay, that was pretty clear. If your astronaut gig doesn't pan out, you could always be a teacher.
And spend my days telling stories about inanimate objects with over-exaggerated personalities? Who would even enjoy that?
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
So, during the first microseconds, a lot happened. The forces we talked about separated as temperatures dropped from this chaotic hot mess. The universe rapidly expanded in a smooth and homogeneous way, and...
When do we get to see the planets?
In a minute, honey. Or more like in a few million years.
Got it.
At one point after the explosion, the universe was just this big gelatinous plasma thingy, filled with all the fundamental particles. As it kept cooling down, some of those particles formed protons and neutrons. Oh, and matter and antimatter had a bit of a showdown. Luckily for us, matter won. Yay! So, after all that, a bit of matter was left over, and that leftover matter, well, that's the universe we see today.
Wow. All of this happened in how many years?
Guess what? Not even a single second has passed yet.
Really? Cool. So, when do we get to see the planets?
I told you.
Okay. I'll be patient.
Hello! I'm Mrs. Electron.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Proton. How come we've never met?
I don't know, maybe because things have cooled down recently?
Yes, over 380,000 years of a boiling hot universe, it was getting tiresome.
Indeed. So, now that things are more chill, wanna hang out?
Is that allowed?
Maybe. Who cares?
Let's do it!
Whee!
And so, the first ever atoms began to form. Neutral hydrogen atoms. With fewer electrons scattering light, the entire universe became this vast, transparent thing, allowing light to travel freely. This is one of the ways we know the Big Bang actually happened.
Wait, you lost me there.
The particles of light, called photons, could finally travel freely. These photons created what we call the cosmic microwave background. It's like a baby picture of the universe.
Do you really carry that in your wallet, honey?
Hey, I knew it would come in handy one day, and it did.
Okay. So now that there are atoms, I guess planets start to form?
Not for a while, actually. Stars hadn't formed yet, so there wasn't much light. From this point on, we enter what is known as the Dark Age. But don't worry, it didn't last long. Just a quick 150 million years.
You throw these numbers around so casually.
That's what happens when you're talking about space.
So, what happened after 150 million years of darkness?
The first stars were formed.
Yay! Okay, Junior, this part of the story isn't scary anymore.
It was absolute chaos! These early stars were massive and short-lived. Planets began to form, but with stars exploding left and right, the universe was in a constant state of chaos. Ah! It wasn't until a few billion years later, in a galaxy now known as the Milky Way, that a smaller star was born. This star is our sun.
Where am I?
Hey, Solomon! Look at this one. Nice find, Rigel.
Can you please help me? I'm scared.
Please help me, I'm scared. Oh, poor little star.
Come on, don't bully him.
Guys, get out of the way!
Scary!
What is it, Arcturus?
It's that star. It's going supernova.
Okay, I'm
See ya, baby
We
star.
gotta go.
Hello? Are you in pain?
Run, little one.
Hello? No! Don't go to sleep! Please! I don't want to be alone! What?
And I guess that's good enough for now. Good night, son. Hey, family! Phew, had a crazy day at work today. My jet shut down for a second and I had to... Have you been waiting all day for me to continue talking about the origin of the universe?
Honey, you left us on such a cliffhanger. Kinda cruel of you. So, yes, we've been waiting.
Alright. So, where were we? Ah, yes. So there it was. Our sun. And as I told you last night, despite being massive by our standards, it was just a lonely little star in an ever-expanding, chaotic universe.
Hello?
Hello?
I can't hear you! Please, can you come closer to me?
What?
No! I'm sorry! Okay, I'll stay put. Sorry, little rocks. I'm sorry! I can't go with you! Maybe one day I'll be able to hang out with the other stars. But now, you can be my friends, right?
The universe came from an explosion that began an expansion in every direction. This meant that most stars, most galaxies, most of everything was drifting away from each other. Our sun was alone, and every passing second it was further away from the closest star.
That's so sad, honey.
Well, we're talking about 4.6 billion years ago, honey. Things were different. Even something like life was unthinkable in these conditions. But things would begin to change.
Planets? Are we going to see planets?
Yes, we finally reached the planets.
Yes!
Hello? Wait, you're a planet!
I have a planet? Who am I? You're a planet! My first planet ever! You were born from the stuff that I came from! Sorry. No, don't be! In fact, you could even be a star! You're mostly made of hydrogen and helium, like me! But I'm too little. You're too big. I know, but that's okay. You don't need to be a star. My first planet. It looks scary out there. Yeah, I know. Hey, when you're afraid of the dark, just look at me. And who do you look at when you are afraid? Don't worry. I'm the sun. I'll be okay.
Jupiter was the first planet, followed closely by Saturn. It didn't have its famous rings just yet. But a lot of these planets didn't last long. Orbits were messy, and a lot of planets crossed paths with each other. So sooner or later, many planets just...
No! This again! Why is this... Why do they keep... Son, is there anything I can do to... Stay there! Stay in your orbit! Please, no more. Oh, okay.
The solar system required some stability before something like the Earth could even be possible. It's honestly a miracle any of us here are alive today.
Yes, I see that now. Poor sun.
Honey, it's a story. The sun is not really alive.
Yeah, but what if it was? That would be such a plot twist.
If it was, I'd feel bad for it, because the next couple millions of years were not easy.
Hey! Wanna be friends? Sure, mate. What's your name? Neptune. And you? Unfortunately, Uranus. Oh, I don't see anything wrong with that. Hey, let's go play. Yeah, sure.
Hey, you're Saturn, right?
Yes? And you are?
Oh, I don't have a name. I like to go by the name of X. Or Planet X.
Well, nice to meet you, X. Hey, Saturn. Who's that you're talking to? This ice giant I've never met. He calls himself Planet X.
Hey there, you must be Jupiter. Nice to meet...
Cool. Well, anyway, Saturn, what are you doing late? Jupiter! Yes, son? Just try not to go too far from your orbit, okay? Some of the rocky planets are still being formed, and, you know, you're a big ball of gravity. Listen, I know it may be a bit too late to change orbits, but my friend is at the other side of the belt. Can I? Jupiter, no! We've talked about this! But I used to be able to change orbits freely. Now I'm just stuck here. I'm not having it! Come on, you're the biggest planet! Be a good example to all the others! We can talk later, Jupiter. Ugh, he's gotten all paranoid. Like he doesn't have enough planets already. Maybe he's aiming to have a planet that can sustain life. Then he's insane. Come on, that's not possible. Gas giants like us can't sustain life, and rocky planets are so feeble.
Well, you gotta give him props for trying, though.
Who are you again?
Yeah, who's that planet again?
Oh, that's Planet X. It's a hypothetical ice giant.
How come I've never heard of it?
Well, this part of the story deals with a few theories regarding the formation of the solar system as we know it today. One is the Grand Tack, and the other is the existence of a fifth giant, Planet X.
I told you. I'm Planet X.
Well, Planet X, you're being incredibly annoying. Yeah, sorry, but you're being kinda rude.
I'm being rude? Seriously? Give me a break.
The sun is distracted.
So?
I can do this. I can cross to your side. Great idea! Okay, hurry before he...
Guys, no! Stop! Jupiter, you can't do this!
Wait, look out! Wait, no! No, sorry, it's not my...
have I done?
And that's how Jupiter changed orbits to where he is now and caused the destruction of several rocky planets. This was the Grand Tag of Jupiter. To be continued. Bye! It was chaos. A disaster. Dead rocky planets left and right, all because of Jupiter's Grand Tag.
And this really happened?
It did! Oh, probably. Check this out. So this is where Jupiter was most likely formed, but early on it just moved around, getting closer to the sun. You can see there are a lot of little rocky planets all around.
And then, because of Saturn, Jupiter moved further away from the sun?
Indeed, thus causing a ton of chaos, changing everyone's orbits, and sort of setting the foundation of the solar system we live in today. Did I really do this?
Yeah, you did. And there's no way the sun won't find out.
The sun?
Yep, you're a planet killer, Jupiter. No way back for you now.
Hey, cut it out, Planet X! You're not helping!
Cut it out. I told you not to do this. I told you, and you two just ignored me and treated me like I was lesser than you. I guess what comes around goes around.
I wasn't trying to...
Who cares what you were trying to do? You did this.
What?
Oh, now you're done for.
My planets! What happened to them?
Hey, son.
What is it?
I think you should ask Jupiter about it.
Jupiter? Why are you not in your orbit?
Come on, Jupiter. Just say it.
I tried to stop them. The rocky planets, they woke up and tried to leave their orbits.
What? Hey, that's not what...
Some of them crashed and some just left the solar system.
Son, he's
That's right! Jupiter had to leave his orbit to chase them, like the big role model he is. I'm sorry, son. I can return to my orbit if...
No! Stay there! If you move another inch, we could cause more instability. That's your new orbit, Jupiter. Just stay in your orbit.
You're disgusting, Jupiter.
That's enough, X!
You two for defending him. You two are just horrible.
What would you have us do?
Confess. Tell the sun the truth.
He will hate me. We will... I don't know what he'll do to me.
Whatever he does, it's his right. We all live in his solar system. So stop acting all sorry and confess. But don't think for a second you'll keep this a secret.
Please, I need to think.
I'll take your time. But if you don't tell the sun, then I will do it.
He's so unlikable. And he's right. None of this was your intention. Does it matter, Saturn? Just look at the mess I've made. Things are always changing in the solar system. Planets crash with each other all the time. Stop making excuses for me. You're right. I shouldn't make excuses for you. But I also don't want to see my best friend get destroyed by the sun. So just stop for a minute and think. So at this point, some of the big players of the solar system are mostly in their place. But before we move on to the elephant in the room,
Planet X?
we have to understand just how unusual this whole thing was. If we look at our galaxy, we will see a lot of solar systems with super Earths moving very fast. Like 100-day orbits around the sun kind of fast. But ours has slower planets and younger rocky planets than most solar systems. This is because most of the rocky planets we know of today came from the debris of these destroyed planets that Jupiter caused.
Jupiter must have felt awful.
Again, honey, they are not sentient. Sentient planets would destroy our entire understanding of reality.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Maybe. But anyways, before our solar system began to look like we know it today, there was one oddball in the mix.
Hey, you two.
Can we not do this now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I inconveniencing you with my guilt tripping?
X, I need time to think of how I'm gonna explain this to the sun.
Really? Because it seems like you're just stalling for time until I move on from this.
I'm not, I promise.
Enough, Jupiter, okay? I warned you about this.
Hey, stop! Wait!
It's not not gonna work, Jupiter.
X, there are new rocky planets forming past this point. Let's not make things messier.
Guess who decided to care about the other planets?
I do care, and I feel horrible. Let's not both make the same mistake.
Let me go. I'm just getting a bit closer to talk to the sun.
Please.
Please what? Oh, don't play the hero now. You're stopping me to save your own surface. I'm telling the sun.
Saturn, on it!
I'm not being silenced!
X! Oh no! Did we use too much strength? I don't know. He wasn't stopping. What are we gonna do?
Guys, help me! Huh? Did you say anything? No, nothing, mate.
Help! Help!
We need to help him. What? Do you want more planets to be destroyed? Jupiter, we are the biggest planets, and the solar system is too unstable right now. If we continue moving things around, we'll just make things worse. But what do we tell the sun?
Tell me what?
Son, how long have you been there?
Long enough to know that I don't know anything. Wait, where's X? I don't see him.
He's gone, son.
Gone? What do you mean, gone?
He wanted to explore other solar systems, and he left.
After everything I do for you all, so be it! Good riddance, Planet X! Just leave my solar system! We don't need you! We have everything we need here!
From now on, everyone will stay in their orbit, and we will all be friends, and no more planets will crash with each other or abandon the solar system or any of that! Is that clear?
Yes, sir. That was close. Saturn, what do we do now? We make things right from now on, Jupiter. But we lied. I know. I guess we'll have to live with that. And with Planet X now in the empty void of space past the Kuiper Belt, the solar system as we know it today began to form. And a new generation of rocky planets would emerge. But that's a story for another day.